Okay guys, this is your famous Sunset Beach. All kinds of warnings for people to stay away. And they're down there anyway. One thing about the waves, you never turn your back on it. Only if they got knocked. Anyway, I'm going to tell you the story. Quite a while back, my mother passed, about 40 some odd years. I flew back to her funeral, and when we came back, we dropped the girls off up the road. My brother-in-laws used to be in charge of the surf meets over here. We were instrumental in helping to make the ripcord. And if there's no surfers out here surfing, then you know it's too wild for them too. So when we came over here, my husband was surfing. He has his own board with his name on it, and he wiped out, and I saw it happen, but then I couldn't find him. And so right behind here there's a bunch of houses. I went back there, and his board was standing up in the sand, and I checked all the places to see if he's maybe in there showering, and they said that it was in the waves and they brought it up on shore. So I looked and I looked and I looked, and I ran to the lifeguard. The lifeguard stand is over there, and I told him, I said, Emo's brother's out there. And he says, oh, Paul will be fine. Well, Paul wasn't fine. It was their big brother, and he wasn't in shape. And they looked, and there was a man on a boogie board that grabbed him because the rip tide, you see that stuff right there? It pulls you out, and you can't get back in. The guy grabbed a hold of him and brought him in, and he'd been fighting the rip that whole time. So when it says dangerous, stay away, it means it. And we had those earthquakes in South America, and you see how it's trying to pull itself back out, like it's not really coming in, it's just trying to. An earthquake will make it go underneath the ocean. There's a worse current. Now the reef is what causes the ability for these waves to build. Oh, you can go Google it. And then you see that distant land way out there? That's where I live, around that corner. And so I gotta drive over the mountain. Friday's traffic could get really heavy. Well, let's see if anybody's out there surfing. I know there's not. No surfers are gonna go out there. They're just not. There's no surfers. This is not the place to be. Sunset Beach. Love y'all. Be safe. Here's some sunshine for you anyway. Normally this beach would have all kinds of people on it, but they're heeding the warnings. Even a top surfer died. I used to save people all the time too, so that was quite a while back. I'm sure you guys can research it. I love you. Bless your heart. This is making my heart jump. It's just too big. It's too scary. They're what we call pounders. I just pound the wave. Pulling the sand out. You can see the sand right over there. Been pulled out. By the way, I went scuba diving. They put a scuba gear on me, and it was like just metal tanks of oxygen, put it on me, told me, go out, Kathy. I went out. It's down a little ways around the corner, and there's nothing there. The surf just pulls everything out. And they didn't set it for my lungs. So I'm trying to get down, and you're buoyant, and the air was coming up the side of my mouth so fast, and then I'd breathe in, and that filled my lungs up, and it got me so hyper, and it scared me to death. And I had dropped my children off and went down, and I thought, who's gonna take care? I only had 2 then. Who's gonna take care of my babies if anything happens to me? You better believe it. Children come first, and their needs. And I've never hit any of my children. A lot of the things that you can read or see are planned by the drug dealers that want me off my corner, off our corner. And oh, wow, look at it. Oh man. You see, they're not even worth, it's not worth your life. Surfers don't even go in it. Bless your heart. The Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean in the world, and I'm smack dab in the middle of it. I'm gonna go before the tide comes in by 4, and I don't stay too long down by the ocean on my way home. I did all the videos at Laie, and you'll love it. Bless your hearts.